Back over at my parents' house tonight. Mom and I are very excited to watch episode 3 of Prodigal Son. He's busted out of jail. I don't know how he's gonna do it. This is the thing that's like, oh, chain of, maybe this will be like what kicks off like their huge like arc for the season. That makes sense. Or it's like a 1-episode thing, so I guess we'll find out.
I'm real excited about this one.
Yes. What? Right at the beginning. But don't they... Maybe they'll do like a flash backward and then show how we get to this point. But that's okay, so yeah, that's the room in like the basement room that was like walled off before, you know, that's his, you know?
I don't know how he got there.
Well, it must be connected to tunnels? I don't know. How elaborate is the tunnel system in New York City? Okay, so this is... Or it's a dream. It's a dream. Look at her. She's too calm.
Darling.
Okay, so then does he actually break out? Or does he just try? That's the question now.
Now that's the question.
Wake up, Doctor.
Well, I mean, as unrealistic as it was, I am a little disappointed that he hasn't busted out of jail.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see, we'll see.
I'll consider it. But only if the victim is Headmaster Brumback.
Is it?
So, I guess it's my lucky day.
The board's chosen me as interim headmaster, which may be more of a curse than a privilege.
Why is that?
Oh, Brumback baggage. There's not a kid on this campus who doesn't dread having to report to this office.
Well, you could change that. Whoa, there's blood on his face.
How many of the senior class?
Maybe that guy did it so he could become the new headmaster.
Well, there are 2 crimes. One is a prank, elaborate, yet childish, and the other is a murder.
They could be completely separate.
Brain.
Tingley.
They could be separate.
You okay?
Sure thing. Great to be back.
Take that as a no.
Ghost tags. Trevor? I wasn't born with it. Didn't happen until years after my father's arrest.
Till this? This is where his hand tremor came from? Oh no! He was having like an episode and he fell in the water.
He was ancient. He had a good run.
Excuse me, as revolting as that statement is, none of what's been said here is a motive for murder.
Not necessarily.
They're all a
But
little
well
too
exhibited
chill.
Interesting psychological markers. Lack of empathy. When I pulled out that book, they exchanged looks, glances, fleeting micro-expressions that indicated familiarity. They're hiding something.
But the book was in the pool. And if they wanted the book, they would have taken it. They wouldn't have left it in the pool.
I used to be in physics club.
Are you a freshman?
No.
In the wrong place.
They're clearly teaming up together. Oh my god!
Welcome to boarding school, bitch.
What is going on here? Who are these children?
I told you it was a crazy high school.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
According to Delaney, Remington
probably.
doesn't have a physics club. Whatever
What?
they're up to, it's off the books. You were right. They're in on it together.
But in on what?
Well, it might not be just water. There are a handful of drugs that are water soluble.
I know of another master interrogator who's dying to talk to him.
I was so
I know, dear.
pleased you could come for a visit. Who murdered Headmaster Brumback?
I feel like whoever she said, that was a lie.
Ah, your collection got a real upgrade.
See, now they're trying to frame this guy.
I come in here for the quiet.
It is really nice.
You're still claustrophobic?
What happened, buddy? Now, why would you purposely antagonate
Have an awesome weekend.
someone who you know their father is a serial killer? Aww. And then he's the one that got expelled. No, but there was blood on his face. Something else happened.
Hey, Who told Nikki? Runback must have known.
Why always the detective, huh? You have a compulsion to solve things. Just leave it now.
Please.
Suspicious.
Your dad called the dorms, left a message using your real name. Sorry.
Is that a lie, though?
Runback was poisoned. Chloramine trihydrate.
It's a compound used in medical sterilization. It's also a bleach.
Books.
It can save old paper, reduce browning, deterioration.
Professor Delaney.
All I need is your shiv. What? Mr. David's grown fond of me. It's quite sweet, really. He almost thinks we're friends. And I can easily gut him before he figures out otherwise.
And they're not gonna notice that? That's not the plan.
You told Nikki my real name. I was just a kid.
Please, you wasn't just a kid. You saw everything. Having someone so observant around, it's inconvenient when you're running a cheating ring. What do you say?
For over 20 years,
You're confessing.
you gave students the exam answers.
Anything you want, a fabulous life. And I am stuck here. So why shouldn't I get my peace?
Why is he confessing?
You are wrong, Malcolm. I help kids cheat. I'm not.
Oh.
He's been poisoned. Is it the girl then? I don't love this. They could save it with a good explanation, though. I think.
Other things.
I think,
going
yeah, I
on.
think those two were involved with. They were cheating.
They were cheating.
But okay, but so then is the other girl just a psychopath?
That, and maybe she has an affair with the.
Oh, the book guy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Not the plan, Sergeant. No, don't you see there's more plan unfolding?
Is he just gonna kill that guy? Like, what will that do?
Several short stabs. You'd be astonished by the blood flow.
But that doesn't help him. Please don't kill anyone.
Pete, this heathen has brought a weapon into the room. He's got a knife.
I still don't see how that helps him.
It doesn't.
Unless he could grab the book. So she killed him
I get it.
so she could go to Oxford? I don't think the kid died. Because I think if the kid died, he would not have a problem with the fact that he was expelled. So they thought he
That's the real reason he expelled.
did die, but just because his inhaler wasn't working?
It's just a fire alarm. Another senior prank? Let's go.
How did they know to go get her?
Don't. Or maybe you do. I'm fine. Really.
Guys,
Give us a minute, Paul.
It's the baby.
Oh, a whole minute? Come on, Gil. Can't we just jump to the end? You say a fire? You started a fire in an airtight vault? Have you completely lost it?
It's a little performative, but sure.
boss, can I just...
It's a baby.
And then I remind you that you arrested Louisa. We solved the case, saved Delaney's life,
And nearly died of asphyxiation.
all in a day's work.
We've got a baby!
Baby! Oh my goodness!
Call me tomorrow. For a Bible study.
He knows about that?
Your children.
I was gonna-
Children.
Apples don't fall that far from the tree.
I was gonna say, there's been no Ainsley in this episode. And
The
now...
mother didn't even know?
No! She thinks that the guy just, like, his body ended up somewhere else. She has no idea that he was murdered in her home.
They know how to clean up.
Yeah. There's a lot of blood. But, okay. So, obviously, Ainsley is remembering. And I love the idea of having the murder mystery at the prison. That's good. Who dies, though? It doesn't matter. Okay.
Next week's gonna be good too.
Always. I am glad that the prison break did not all happen in one episode, though. I like that they're stretching it out a little. And I like that now that Ainsley is living with their mother, that she's gonna, like, it seems like she's starting to notice
See
that something
things.
is wrong.
Yeah.
So that'll be
Well, there's
interesting.
something wrong because she stayed, first of all.
Yeah,
She was afraid to live on her. I mean, she packed.
probably, and then
it's just
decided
like, I
not
can't
to.
be by myself because
Yeah.
I have
Like, how self-aware is she? You know?
enough to
Enough,
know
I
that
guess.
she knows she would not do well on her own.
When I like rewatched the first season, whenever I did that, she's kind of like, okay, so remember she was dating her cameraman, remember? And so she sets up that interview with the dad at the place, remember? And then the cameraman boyfriend gets, I don't remember what happens, but like he is either
I
like
don't recall, but
he gets hurt somehow.
I remember
Like he's dying.
they are having an interview.
Yeah, so the boyfriend gets hurt somehow. He is like on the floor dying. So then Martin is like, well, I could save him. And she's like, has to then like be untied, and they're like, fine, like here's a knife, like save him. I don't remember how he gets hurt, but he does. But she like keeps the camera going. And then like later when they're in the hospital and he wakes up, she is like editing the video or whatever. And it's just like, she's not concerned basically that the guy she's seeing nearly died. Like there's that emotional disconnect. And I'm like, little hints like that was probably the biggest one. That she's not completely right.
Well,
Like she's not aware of it, but that doesn't come out of nowhere.
yeah.
So, I'm interested to see if they go more into that. Which I'm sure they will. We're still at the beginning of the season. So, I think it's definitely the mom's definitely gonna find out because
Well,
Because the dad knows.
Just figured it out because you saw the look at her.
well,
at the
she
end
may
of the
not
game.
have figured it out, but she'd be like, there's
Yeah.
something dangerous happening here. That was what that look was.